Radhe Radhe, I'm Carlos Suter. Today we talk about Radharani. Radha means servant, Rani means queen. She's the servant queen of Krishna. She's his companion and is always attracted by his flute when he plays it, the bamboo flute. Then she comes and they meet secretly in the forest and dance together all night long. She's also secretly married to Krishna by Brahma. That's written in Gandhika Samhita. For Krishna, she cooks, and sometimes she transports the butter and the yogurt she prepares with her girlfriends. She transports it on her head, and on the way gets robbed by Krishna and his friends, who then take away all the butter and eat it. Radha, she's the queen of Vrindavan, which is our main and holy place in India. There she's the queen of all the gopis. There are millions of them. Gopis are the milkmaids, her girlfriends. Next to the gopis, there are the sakhis, which are younger girls who are also serving Krishna and Radha. She has her own lake, which is called Radhakund. The story there is that there was a demon called Anista Asura. He was a bull demon and came to make trouble and to kill. Krishna stopped him, killed him, but Radha said, "You have committed sin by killing a bull who is a holy animal. He's considered a father because he works for us." And she demanded that he purifies himself by taking bath in every single holy river. He created a huge pond and then called all the rivers to that pond and took a bath there to purify himself. And Radha demanded a lake for herself and constructed it, and that water also came into her lake. And since then, we consider that water as liquid love for Krishna. For us, Radha Kund is the most holy place to go, where we also love to take a dip in the water. Her place where she was born is called Varsana. Radha, she's the one who creates all the females. All the goddesses like Lakshmi and Parvati come from her. Maya, which is the illusory energy which enables those plays of relationships and of our life to happen, that also comes from her. There are two types. Yoga Maya, which is the spiritual energy, which allows us to play all those games and forget that Krishna is Krishna, God is God, to enable us to play playfully with him. And there's Mahamaya, which is the illusory energy in this material world, which gives us the material relationships, makes us attracted to each other and take, for example, the belief that we are a doctor or a king or a servant. So she creates all the nature, all the women, all the females, including animals. She represents the receiving aspect. What's her aim? We understand Radha when we see her with Krishna. She has so much love for Krishna that even when she's with him, embracing him, she cries out of separation from Krishna. She still cries for Krishna to come, even while she embraces him, because her love is so enormous that even when she's with him, she still fears of losing him and is that much fixated in that fear of separation, which forms a big part of her experience, also because it's the highest possible love with Krishna, with God, is the situation of separation where we love him through the distance. And Krishna says that the physical association with him doesn't give that happiness, that love, as when we are thinking of him and longing for him all alone. That's the separation. She's always crying out of love for Krishna, even when she's with him. Then Radha's other aims are to be with her girlfriends. They wash, for example, the flowers for Krishna in a lake called Kusum Sarovar, which is between Radhakund and Govardhan, a very beautiful place also for taking a dip in there, very calm. Then she is also the daughter of her father Vrishabhanu and her mother Kirtida. She plays that role of a daughter. And for us, she's an example. For the whole world, she's an example and teaches us how to serve Krishna, how to satisfy him, how to be with him. And now I would like to recite to you the beginning of the prayer called the 1008 Names of Srimati Radharani. It's called Radha Sahasra Nam. It was spoken by Shiva to his wife Parvati, and he says it's one of the most secret, or the most secret prayer he has. He has never shared it before. He only gives it to his wife because he trusts her. And it explains about Radharani and that she is everything we can imagine. It also says that Krishna is only God, or the master of his place, Goloka, because of her blessings. And then it starts, Devi Radha Paraprokta Chaturvarga Prasadini, means Radha who grants the four goals of life, which are success, money, welfare to others, enjoyment, like lust, passion, and then moksha, which is liberation. Om Shri Radha Radhika Krishna Vallabha Krishna Samyuta. Om, she is Krishna's greatest worshipper, Shri Radha Radhika, and Lord Krishna, beloved, Krishna Vallabha, and Lord Krishna's constant companion, Krishna Samyuta, Vrindavaneshwari Krishna Priya Madana Mohini, Srimati Krishna Kantaja Krishna Nanda Pradayini. She's the queen of Vrindavan, Vrindavaneshwari, the beloved of Lord Krishna, Krishna Priya, more charming than Kamadeva, the love god, Madana Mohini, beautiful Srimati, Lord Krishna's beloved, Krishna Kanta, and the giver of bliss to Lord Krishna, Krishna Nanda Pradayini. Yasasvini Yasogamya Yasodanandanana Vallabha Damodara Priyagopi Gopananda Karitata. She's famous, Yasasvini and Yasogamya, the beloved of Yashoda's son, which is Krishna, Yasodananda Nana Vallabha, dear to Lord Damodara, Damodara Priya, a cowherd girl, Gopi, and the giver of happiness to the Gopas, Gopananda Kari. To finish, I would like now to talk about what we should do. Basically, Krishna, he understood that Radha is actually enjoying much more than him. Although he is God, he realized she's serving him, she's looking at him and his beauty, listening to him, being lost in him. And Krishna wanted to know what she's experiencing. And therefore, he took an incarnation, an avatar, in this world about 450 years ago, where he was born in Bengal, India, and as a golden form called Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And so it is Krishna, but he's golden, he looks golden. The color, the skin color of Radha is golden. So it is actually Radha outside and Krishna inside. So he's observing Radha, how Radha is serving Krishna and lost in him. And he's teaching us what we should do, which is basically, very simply, serving Krishna, glorifying Krishna. He's saying the only offering we can really give in this age of the Kali Yuga, the Iron Age, the worst age of conflict and of negativity, is to glorify God. We don't have any other qualifications and purity to serve God, really. That's the only way. And actually, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, is the only one who can really give the love to God. The love to God. And the highest love. And he gives it to everybody without judging. He gives it to animals, he gives it to thieves, to alcoholics, to the lowest and to the highest. He gives it to everyone without judging, without differentiating. And we also realize Radha is only worshipped in the Kali Yuga, in this age now, because she only appeared at the end of the Dwapara Yuga, the last Yuga, and now she's being worshipped during this Kali Yuga. So I'm encouraging you at the end to chant the holy names Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And Hare is representing that female aspect of Radharani. And as you see, it is very precious to Krishna. And he obviously is very protective about Radha and still shares it with us to chant and be connected and close to him by listening to Radha and her instructions. And then at the end, reaching them. And for us, there are different relationships we can have with God. You can have a neutral relationship of a servant, of a devotee. We can have a parental relationship where we serve God as a parent and God as a child. And the last is a loving relationship. There's also a friend, we can be a friend, and then a loving relationship, which is what we're looking for. But that means that all of us have to take a female form as a gopi or a saki, a friend of Krishna and a friend of Radha, and basically serve her like that in the form of a small girl. And that's what we actually thrive for and are looking to be, because we learn and understand that is the highest form of relationship we can have with God, is in that form of those little girls who are very close to Krishna and Radha and can participate and witness the very intimate relationship between Krishna and Radha, which is very confidential, but those little girls, they have access to that. And I leave you with this. At the end, I also would like to mention that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he had like 6 apostles, which are called the 6 Goswamis, which are teaching his wisdom. And one of them is called Gopal Bhatt Goswami, and he received a form of Krishna which is called Sri Radharaman. Raman means lover of Krishna. So he received that form of Krishna which is self-manifested and is in the Sri Radharaman Mandir temple in Vrindavan. And this Gopal Bhatt Goswami is now our teacher. And this form, Sri Radharaman, is actually Krishna at the outside and Radharani in the inside. And he's now with us, and we consider him as the highest form of Krishna currently present on the planet. Radhe Radhe. This is how the people greet each other in Vrindavan, because they always have Radharani in their mind and consider themselves as servants of Radharani. Radhe Radhe.